Good morning, Bill, Ohio fans. Welcome back. And this morning I've got gravel in the brain. So I'm on 161 East. We are headed out dozens of miles to eastern Ohio, kind of the Utica, Frazeysburg, St. Louisville area. And this morning we're doing the Baitin the Shark gravel race. I know originally it was more in like late October or even early March, so I've never really done this race before. My fitness just wasn't where it needed to be at the time, and you know, 55 miles of gravel when it's freezing out or snowing or something, it just wasn't all that appealing. So this year they've moved it just a few weeks after the Black Fork gravel grinder. So it is May 14th today. And additionally, some changes they've made. They've added a Masters category. So this is the first official time I'm racing as a 40 plus master. I don't think it'll matter much because I know a lot of the strongest guys at these events are certainly older than I am. There are three distances, a 55, a 35, and a 27. I went for the whole hog for 55. It's a new route. I have raced the previous edition routes before, just solo, just exploring that part of Ohio. And it's pretty challenging terrain. It's not quite as treacherous as some of Black Fork, but it's going to be, I think, 5,500 feet of climbing. So nearly, 1,000 feet per 10 miles, essentially. I think we're going to see elevation gradients of about 13% and 15% on the descents. And as far as the course profile is concerned, there are 4 major climbs within the first 20 miles, and then sort of rolling until you hit about mile 35, at which point there are going to be 4 additional major climbs before it wraps up at mile 55. It's mostly self-supported. There will be one water station right before those last 4 climbs. And as far as my pacing strategy, I don't think I'm really threatening for the win today. But if this were a road race, I would just try to hang in the bunch until those final 4 climbs over the last 20 miles to make my move. So I think I'm just going to try to keep it steady, try to stay toward the front, go a little bit overboard on the initial hills so that I can, recover on the descents, and then keep it somewhat zone 2, zone 3 on the flats. And then, just try to make a little bit of a move around mile 35. We should have pretty hot weather, high 70s. The race kicks off at 10 a.m., maybe wrapping up around 2 p.m. for me. But there is some concern for thunderstorms. So I guess we'll see what happens. Anyway, I'll pick up in about 45 minutes when I'm at the race venue. Well, when driving it is sketchy, it has all the makings of a good gravel race. I can barely see all the dust. Oh my goodness. I hope I have the gearing. So this race venue does not disappoint. And it is the only thing within about 20 miles. So we're in Frazeysburg, which, as far as I can tell, is composed only of this race venue. I think a lot of these people are going to get stuck with the pitch of how they had to park on that hill there. And my reward for registering in the 40 plus class is to race against that guy with the dreadlocks, who everybody knows as Garth Prosser, podium finisher at Dirty Kansas. So, good thing I took the easy way out and did Masters. Granola bar? Alright, cheeseburger and fries. Hey, this is what we need right here. Thank you. We need this fucking thing. Oh yeah. This is great. Oh. Maybe I could draft off. Yeah, you're gonna get something off of it. Physics
there.
Yep, I remember you.
Camera.
Yeah. You got it, yep. Hey, buddy.
All right, Daniel.
Yeah, sir. Oh, so we're done, and perfectly challenging. 3 hours, 47 minutes, and that's with the wrong turn that added a mile in. So I lost a few places, but there's probably not much difference between 18th and 20th place, or whatever I got, but I kept the rubber side down, mostly, and had some good conversations, very punchy. Yeah, just over 5,000 feet of climbing, and it's just up and down, up and down, up and down, with maybe 9 major climbs, and topped out at 45 miles an hour on that one descent. That was pretty treacherous. So since this is gravel, I think it might be time for a beer, and then see if my car can make it up that hill on the way. Thanks for watching Belle, Ohio. Come back real soon.